welcome to Bluegrass Radio, your hour of bluegrass. You're listening to 2ARM FM, your local community radio station on 92.1. And today I have Jhana Allan in the studio. Hello, Jhana.
Hi, Herb. How are you going?
Good. Now, welcome back. Got you back in. You've got a couple of things going. You are going to give us a progress report and talk about the new album, Fake Paradise. So just to remind people, Jhana was in 2022 when she was making preparations to go to Nashville, and she went in 2023. What was it? And you went to Nashville. What was Nashville like?
It was, I always tell people it was very ugly, but not a very beautiful city, but filled with a lot of beautiful people and amazing music. And yeah, it was so exciting. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Melbourne, just being surrounded by all those musos like around about my age and everyone doing their own thing and very enthusiastic about everything. Yeah, it was lovely.
Well, it's not the vision of Nashville I've got in my brain when you said that, but it was more urban, was it? Yeah,
it had like a real industrial vibe. Parts of it did remind me of Melbourne because Melbourne is quite also
urban
rough.
jungle.
Yeah, exactly. And so I kind of felt at home there, really. I had such a good time. The people that I hung out with were just so generous and so talented at the same time. So I was super lucky. I got to, the mandolin that I used for recording was actually lent to me on loan by probably one of the best bluegrass mandolinists over there, Casey Campbell. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's very incredible and just a lovely person. So yeah, I was really lucky to have that.
So you went to Nashville and you recorded with Rachel Bayman.
That's right. So she produced the album. The actual sound engineer was Sean Sullivan, who's multi-Grammy award-winning engineer. So he's worked with Rachel a lot and he's worked with people like Molly Tuttle. He's worked with Tyler Childers. He used to work in John Prine's old studio, actually, which is pretty amazing. He's a great engineer and I was super lucky to be able to work with him.
And how long did you stay in Nashville?
Maybe about 6 weeks in total.
Oh, that's a nice time.
Yeah.
Certainly enough time to get to know the feel of the urban environment.
Yeah. I've got my favourite coffee shop there now, so yeah.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, you did have another album called Darkest Nights.
That's right.
But this one's called Fake Paradise, and we're going to talk about the tour that's coming up, as of Friday, actually, and you're going to play a song for us called Made It. But what we might do first, we might play the Hours single, which I said to you off air is somewhat different than the other tracks. This one's more edgy, I feel.
Yep.
So tell me two things. Where's the background from it, but why did you take this sort of edgy approach?
I guess I probably... I like to think of myself as a bit of a folk rock musician these days. So I was listening to a lot of Margaret Glaspie. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's an American singer-songwriter who's just very inspiring. She's got a lot of grungy kind of amazing guitarist and amazing singer and a lot of grungy but also a bit folk. So I was very inspired by her music. Yeah, I guess it was just the feeling of the song as well. It just felt like it needed to be like that.
So have you had any response, like crowd response to that, the Hours single? What people think of it?
I've had responses to it being played live, which is people usually start dancing.
Let's listen to the Hours now.
Go for it.
I don't wanna go back to how my mind was before.
And you're back with Bluegrass Radio, your hour of bluegrass. That was The Hours, and it's certainly a different take. And Jhana did tell me that it's about being positive and upbeat and about new love. I think it's a great track. If you want to support Jhana, go to Bandcamp and download Fake Paradise. Is your first album, Darkest Nights, also on Bandcamp?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So why not buy both albums from Bandcamp while you're there?
Why not?
Why not? Because that supports a local artist and gets her to help sort of pay the rent. And that's what we want to do. We want to support local artists wherever we can, particularly ones from our local region.
Let's have a quick chat about another one of the tracks off Fake Paradise, Scheming Plans.
It's all about rest, basically. It's about the difficulty that we all seem to have with being able to relax properly in this world. And at the time when I wrote Scheming Plans, I was trying to rest and I just couldn't because my brain wouldn't let me. And so I wrote that song for myself. So it's about the productivity culture.
Okay then, so this is from the new album, Fake Paradise, Scheming Plans. Let's have a listen.
Even on your day off, you still feel you're running out of time. Even on your day off, you keep checking the time all of the time. You feel like a lunatic running from room to room. And when you get there, you can't quite remember why you had to get there so soon. Since you sat down with a cup of tea in your hand, no scheming plans, no scheming plans. Got a new romance with your fireplace, and you're working on keeping that spark alive. He's temperamental, but he glows when you get it just right. Like your life is defined by all the things you can achieve. And how long is it since you sat down with a cup of tea in your hands? No scheming plans, no scheming plans. And how long is it since you sat down with a cup of tea in
You're back with Bluegrass Radio, your hour of bluegrass, and I'm with Jhana Allan, and we've just listened to Scheming Plans. It's a pretty chilled track.
Yeah. Did it put you to sleep?
Well, it calmed my mind, I think.
Yeah.
If that was the purpose.
Yeah, that's the purpose, yeah.
Very good. So somebody played guitar on that as well as your mandolin?
Yep, that's right.
And who was that?
A person called Cy Winstonley. He's actually a Kiwi, but he's based in Nashville. Yeah, an amazing guitarist. He played electric guitar on a lot of the other songs as well.
So this Fake Paradise is a tour, but it's also the album. You got to get your album plus yourself out there.
Totally.
Which is probably one of the most difficult things.
Yeah.
And there is a track called Fake Paradise, and that's actually going to be released on the 7th of July.
That's right.
That's correct. Why don't we get you to play Made It? Now, you brought your mandolin in.
Yep.
Thanks very much. And Made It. Now, where did Made It come from?
So it's also a very chill track. Where did it come from? I think the underlying theme is resilience with this one. I think I was just feeling a little bit, you know, when you feel a bit old.
You're not telling me anything I don't already know, Jhana.
Sometimes you feel a bit old and jaded and a bit just like, why even do I bother doing things or falling in love or whatever? And I was feeling that way, and that's how Made It came about. And I really like the message because it's a hopeful message, even though it's kind of a bit of a sad song. Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'll let you take it away. This is Jhana Allan from Urella, and she's going on her Fake Paradise tour and releasing an album, Fake Paradise, and this is Made It, being played in the studio here at 2ARM 92.1. Take it away, Jhana.
When the years start stacking up behind you, and your clothes start wearing you, and you're feeling that much older than you look. When everywhere you turn, you're walking through spider webs. Go count it as a blessing on your head. 'Cause you made it this far. You made it this far with a broken heart. You can do it again. Well, there's a hot wind blowing through streetcars of desire, and you're trying your best to cool it down. Well, steer your ship back to the shoreline. He's only there to bring you down. 'Cause you made it this far. You made it this far with a broken heart. You can do it again. You made it this far. You made it this far with a broken heart. You can do it again. magpie on the wire, an early morning choir, and the red sun rising up again. The moon has disappeared behind the clouds of fate, but it's not too late to start again. 'Cause you made it this far, you made it this far with a broken heart. You can do it again. You made it this far, you made it this far with a broken heart. You can do it again. You can do it again. You can do it again. You can do it again.
Very nice, Jhana. That was Jhana Allan, a local Uralla musician, doing a song called Made It. Now, I wrote, in the first couple of sentences, I wrote optimistic, and then by the end of it, I wrote reaffirming.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think, and with your explanation at the start, I think actually, it's a positive message that everything's all right, you've made it. After a few feelings of inadequacy. Let's talk about Fake Paradise. So Fake Paradise is the tour. Now, you're in Tamworth on the 26th, which is Friday.
Which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. At the Bluebird Room in Tamworth, and that's the Tamworth Community Events Centre.
So I am led to believe, yes.
Yes. So to get tickets, you go to Humanitix, or better still, go to the website Band Zoogle. That's ZOOGLE, Zoogle.com.au, or just type in Jhana Allan, JHANA, Allan, ALLAN, and search for Fake Paradise, and you'll find your tickets. Now, you can get tickets at the door. Please bring your cash, just in case the square reader's not working. So that's at Tamworth on Friday. Now, you've got Uralla, McCrosson's Mill on the 28th.
Yep.
Same again, Band Zoogle to get your tickets, or tickets at the door. On the 29th, that's Megan Hall. Then you've got a little bit of a rest before you go to Bathurst in July.
That's right.
And you're heading all the way down to Melbourne, you're going to Adelaide. You're doing one at East Brunswick at the Lomond Hotel, and now the 19th of July, and that's the big one. Who are you doing that with?
So I'm getting, it's a double bill situation. So I'm the other person who's sharing the bill is Mandy Connell. She's a Melbourne singer-songwriter, and she's been in the scene for a long time. She was down there when I lived in Melbourne, and we crossed paths a little bit, but not a lot. But I've always had a lot of respect for her and what she does. So it'll be really great to have her.
So what type of, is she similar to you?
Yeah, I mean, I do think I'm stretching at saying I'm a bit jazz, but I mean, I think that's where I'm heading in that direction, and I'd like to put more of those elements into my music. But I think I'd probably safely say I'm a folk rock artist. Or indie,
that's where you're most comfortable?
Indie folk rock.
Indie folk rock.
Yeah.
And is Mandy the same? Or what would you classify Mandy?
Mandy Connell?
Yep.
I think she's probably also one of those, it's very hard to put anyone in a genre. I think she would come under the umbrella of folk, but I think she's also very versatile and does cross over to a few other genres as well. So, yeah.
Let's not pigeonhole anybody.
That's right.
So you're down in Tamworth with Gold Heist.
And Anusha Victoire.
Yeah. I think I saw Anusha at Crosson's Mill.
Yeah.
With the Rocky Bottom Girls?
Yeah, possibly.
That was a couple of years ago.
Anusha's done a gig there before. But maybe I was supporting her. I can't actually remember what the deal was. But Anusha's actually doing a workshop. She's doing 2 workshops, one in Tamworth and one in Armidale. It's actually like specifically for musicians. So if any musicians in Armidale are interested, it's called Balancing Act, and Anusha's a very organised person, so she's done a lot of juggling different things, and I guess it's going to be, it's like a bit of a masterclass on like her take on how to balance all the things as a musician, but also trying to survive in the world. And she has another job as well, and we're all just trying to keep our head above water, really. I think that would be really great for any independent musician in Armidale. that wants to join.
When's that?
So that is in Armidale. It's at the Nova space.
Oh, yes, yeah, Nova. Gold Heist. Now, I'm sure Gold Heist grew up in Armidale.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she went to PLC.
We might listen to another track off the Fake Paradise album. It's called Second Skin. Can you give me any background to Second Skin?
I wrote it around the time that I moved from Melbourne back up to Uralla. It is, in essence, it's about shedding your old life and building your new one and letting go of the things that don't serve you, really.
All right, then, let's have a listen to Second Skin. This is a single off, or it's part of the album, Fake Paradise with Jhana Allan, and you've just heard what's behind it. Let's have a listen and enjoy.
Like a white blank canvas, I can't take on anything. Throw your best shot at me and I'll suck it up. I will wear it like a second skin. I will wear it like a second skin. As I walk this distant hillside, I can hear you whispering. I'm trying to create a new life. I wanna be part of the living. I wanna be part of the living. And I'm feeling like the light's been switched on. I can see everything. You had me masquerading my sanity, the one you wanted me to be, but it was not enough for me. My love came with a shovel, and he started digging. But my soil is tight, I can't grow anything. I'm afraid, my love, you are poison. I'm afraid, my love, you are poison to me. And I'm feeling like a light's been switched on. I can see everything. You had me masquerading my sanity, the one you wanted me to be, the one you wanted me to be. Like a white blank canvas, I can't take on anything. Throw your best shot at me and I'll suck it up. I will wear it like a second skin. I will wear it like second skin. I will wear it like a second skin.
And you're back with me, Herb, and Bluegrass Radio. Just had a call from Ian. Thank you, Ian, for calling in and being very positive about Jhana's song called Made It from her Fake Paradise album. I've just convinced her, because of your call, to play another song, and that is Pink Flower.
Yep.
And that's from the album?
Yeah, yep.
Yep. Tell me where Pink Flower comes from. Anything special?
I don't know.
Oh, they're all special.
Almost a bit embarrassed to say that a lot of my songs are about heartbreak because everyone writes about it, but it's like music is therapy, so you may as well use it to your advantage.
Well, it's an artistic intent.
Exactly.
And it's supposed to serve a purpose.
Exactly. And Rachel, the producer in Nashville, really liked this song. I actually didn't think it was very good when I first wrote it, and she loved it so much that she wanted to work on it. So there you go.
But it is on the album Fake Paradise.
Please buy my album off Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Yeah. So it's if you look up Jhana Allan Fake Paradise on Bandcamp, it should come up.
Yep.
And that's how you can
That's how you get it.
support me.
No, definitely. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So Bandcamp, and then just type in Jhana Allan, JHANAALLAN, and you'll find Fake Paradise. All right, let's give this Pink Flower a go.
Yeah.
Jhana Allan, Pink Flower.
Your hand finds a pink flower and you keep thinking how his hand would find you the same. But it's over and you're leaving now. Nothing stays the same anymore. Start crying while you're walking, all those tears that you couldn't shed on the way. But you weep so very secretly and quiet, so only the sunflower knows your pain. And every time your eyes start to open, it's getting taken away, it's getting taken. And every time you take a step closer, it is fading away, it is fading away. Oh, he was a special something, and you keep wondering if you took it for granted most of the time. Still tortured when you keep thinking how he wrote blood between those lines. All the death and destruction of this sweet old earth fill the crevices of his mind. And too careful, such deep sorrow was too much for your heart this time. And every time your eyes start to open, it's getting taken away, it's getting taken. And every time you take a step closer, it is fading it is fading away. Your hand finds a pink flower and you keep thinking how his hand would find you the same.
And you're back with me, Herb, and Bluegrass Radio. Very nice. Thank you, Jhana. That was Pink Flower from the album Fake Paradise by Jhana Allan, local musician, in the studio here to promote her album, but also her tour to Tamworth on Friday, Uralla Saturday, Megan on Sunday, and then Bathurst in early July. What we might do is just pop over and do a few promo sponsorship and come right back.
If your jam is bluegrass, old-timey, skiffle or slightly folk, you're invited to our Armidale Jam Circle. It's not about how well you play or sing, just come along and join in. We jam on the third Saturday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Grand Hotel Armidale. Facebook us at Armidale Jam Circle and join our group page to keep up to date and access our long list of great tunes. Hope to see you then, third Saturday of the month, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Grand Hotel Armidale.
Before we finish up, go over a few of these specifics. Got to support our musicians. So just on that point, if you want to support Jhana and buy the album Fake Paradise, you go to Bandcamp.
That's right.
And download it from Bandcamp.
Yep.
So, yes, so support this local artist. Go to Bandcamp, download it, and pay your money and support the artist. Tamworth, Uralla, Megan on the 29th, Megan Hall. Then you've got Bathurst on the 6th of July, Thebarton.
Yeah, so it's in Adelaide. It's just a suburb in Adelaide.
Right. That's a fair bit of country you've got to cross to get to Adelaide from Bathurst.
I know, it's a bit silly.
Yeah. Make sure your tyres are well inflated. And then you've got, that's on the 12th in Adelaide, and the 11th, and then the 12th and the 13th, Macclesfield.
Which is also just a little bit out of Adelaide.
Right, and you've got the Reservoir. That's a show, that's a house party.
House concert. It'll be not a house party, it'll be a very sophisticated house concert.
Oh, nice. Yes, okay. I didn't know where I was going there. And then you've got East Brunswick. So this is in Melbourne at the Lomond Hotel on the 19th of July. That's with Mandy Connell.
Yep.
Which we talked about. And the 20th, the end of July, you've got Eltham. Where's Eltham?
I think it's about 45 minutes out of Melbourne. It's also just a little town outside of Melbourne.
Hamlet.
Yeah, I guess so. I also wanted to add that when I'm in New South Wales, it'll just be solo, me on my various instruments. But when I go down to Adelaide and Melbourne, I'll be joined by an amazing guitarist and called Tom. He'll be joining me as a duo. And then when we go to Melbourne, I'll be able to be joined by a bass player, Isaac. So we'll be a trio. Yeah, excited to play with more people.
So if you go to Facebook, you can also check up on Jhana Allan's Facebook page, the singer Jhana Allan, and all the details about Fake Paradise, the tour. And don't forget to support Jhana on Bandcamp and download both Darkest Night, her first album, and this album, Fake Paradise. Now, I might actually pull it up here, but thanks for coming in, and it has been a while. So 2022 you came in just going to Nashville, but you've done all that. You've got this tour. You're still on the treadmill.
Still
the
on.
Musical.
Haven't given up yet.
Yeah, no. Well, things are probably looking up for you, I think. And again, let's support Jhana and visit Bandcamp and get The Darkest Night and Fake Paradise. Thanks for coming in, Jhana.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you.